Hi, and on today's Life, the Times, and with Geoff, I'll be doing a lovely, spooky Halloween special. Ooh. Yeah, we're going to talk about some urban legends, some of my favourite ones actually. Okay, well here's the first ones. I'll go in order of 3, 2, 1, obviously. Okay, and here we go. It's a woman well known to our family friends that was a travelling type, always hopped to exclusive, exotic places. And one year, she set her heart on going to Guatemala in Central America, I think, somewhere. And she went to this like adventure thing, where they hack around trees and all that sort of stuff, and doing all that, look at me, I'm hard, I'm going through the jungle, creating all sorts of stuff. And there was loads of bugs, creepy crawlies and horrible things like that. Have you ever seen arachnophobia? A bit like that. And when she returned back to England, and things like that happened. She went, "Hi everyone," and she did all this stuff. And then she noticed that there was this nasty boil on her skin, right? And it started to itch and go all horrible. And she went to the doctors and said, "Oh, you got any cream?" and all this sort of thing. And in the end, she got so annoyed because all the creams didn't work. It never passed. So she ended up cutting it open, right? Which is gross in itself. Can you imagine doing that? And then all of a sudden, all these weird, horrible lot of spider eggs and things like that came out. Not nice. Yeah. So I don't think she lived too long after that, because I think she died from all the insect bites and things like that, or at least the story goes. And the top, number 2 on the list would have to be. Let me just check. I'll rifle through my notes. Crunch, crunch, crunch. Oh, okay, I lied. There's only 2, not 3, but okay. Here's the top number 1 on the list, and I'm talking utter bollocks tonight. It must be a few pints I had last night. Okay, well, I'm rubbish at this, but that's why you love me, people. Come on. Right, okay. Now, this one is a pure gross out, right? I've loved this urban legend ever since I was at school. And it goes, right, back in the day, when, in the 50s, when they had all these lovely burgers and things like that, and they weren't all mashed up and had all this crap in, right? A woman goes into, like a KFC or whatever, crap chicken, that sort of place, and what happens is, she goes in there and says, "Oh, can I have, like, the chicken royale meal," or whatever you call it. And she goes in there and she goes, like, she's allergic to mayonnaise, so she goes, "Oh, can I have it without mayonnaise, please, because I'm, it's really bad. I really can't have mayonnaise." So she sits there, she finally gets it after her fast food waiting, about 10 minutes. And what happens is, she bites into it, and then all of a sudden a load of white stuff comes out. And she thinks, "Oh my god, mayonnaise, And what happens is, she goes in there and she goes, "Oh, I've got to get to hospital. Ooh, put mayonnaise in my burger. Oh my god, oh my god." So, she rings 911 because obviously it's fatal, and they take her in. And 6 hours later she dies, but it's not because of the mayonnaise. It's because what happened was there was a really nasty pustule in the chicken, and it burst and poisoned her and infected her system that much that she died from all the pus and the cancerous gunge. Yeah, it puts you off of KFC a bit, doesn't it? But could that happen to you? Ooh. Also, as promised last week, I do keep my promises sometimes. We'll be talking about cattle mutilation, another one of my weird FBI conspiracy theory weirdo special subjects. And so, I picked a nice little article, nice and short, because I waffle on about utter rubbish, don't I? Okay, and it goes like this. Cattle mutilation, also known as bovine excursion, is the killing and then mutilation of cattle. Under unusual or abnormal circumstances, sheep and horses have also been allegedly mutilated under similar circumstances. Yes, I do read all those dodgy UFO magazines if anyone's asking. Okay. Advocation of investigation into mutilation asserts it as a genuine practice, UFOs come down, cut people open, that sort of thing. But I think it's more farmers trying to scare people off their land, or things like that, or maybe even like the FBI or the government just trying to shit people up, scare people, that sort of thing. You know? But skeptics obviously just think it's wolves or some sort of animal, but how can they do it with like cutting precision, laser guided things like that? Well, can a wolf not nip out and get his laser guided cutting tool? I don't think so. I mean, this has been going on for years. Ever since 1975 was the first FBI, thing into it, and it was by a guy called Colorado Governor and another guy called Richard Lamb, who said that cattle mutilation was one of the greatest outrages and mysteries in the history of Western cattle industry. And the FBI have numerous files on it, all to do with like, Area 51 and all sorts of stuff. So there's government ties there for definite. And also the cattle mutilation sort of thing also comes from Mexico, but it's not to do with cattle so much. It's more goats, right? And it's from a thing called El Chupacabra, which is a really crappy thing, and it means goat sucker in Mexican, which is pretty cool. It's similar to the whole succubus sort of evil sort of. If your children are naughty, El Chupacabra will come and get your cattle, or that sort of thing. Yeah, so it's great. It's really cool, and I think they even made a song about it. You can get the El Chupacabra action doll, and all that sort of thing. And it basically goes around, and there's been cases of cattle and sheep and things like goats and all that sort of thing that have been excursionised of their blood. So, ugh. And all these weird things happen. There has to be an explanation for it. Eventually, anyway. Anyway, that'll wrap up today's Halloween special. No doubt if I get bored, I will make some more before the end of the week. And, keep in the good work and the feedbacks, and send me all your blogs. Don't forget that. We want to build this up as a nice big worldwide empire of dodgy podcasts. Only you and I can do it, friends. See you all later. Have a good week. Geoff out.